Detroit, live from Detroit.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals. Everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice. Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. Mister, if you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, a.k.a. the West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? It's your man Dame, 3_313. The West Side landlord, the pride of PA. High Chief Dame, don't fuck around. The liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite dame. And the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you speak it on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. Let's go.
Yo, welcome back, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 290.
On you hoes.
Yo, man, 10 more for 300.
That's a hell of a feat.
Hell yeah, man.
Did you do you have like an exit strategy in your head, how you want this thing to end?
When the bag comes with a check. Yeah, literally just with some money or, you know, transition to television.
I just didn't know if it was like a specific number in your head.
4 years salary. I figure I can make it.
No, I was talking like number of episodes.
Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good question. Cause I be looking at like Joe Rogan podcast. That nigga like 1,700 and shit like that. Like he put in that, like, you know, Joe Rogan makes a lot of fucking money podcast.
Absolutely.
Like big super deals. But the nigga 10 years in. And like before it was like it was a lot of fucking work you put in before it was like, what the fuck are you doing in your basement, my nigga? Cause that's where it was at initially. Yeah. Like, you know,
it's hard for people to believe when it's that.
Yeah. So, yo, man, I don't know. That's a good number. 416. It's my birthday.
Okay.
Prophetic number, huh?
Yeah. Anywho, man, how was your week, my brother?
Week was good. I want to make a public service announcement. By the time you are listening to this, them Thanksgiving leftovers is cooked. Toss them bitches out.
On Saturday?
Yep. 48 hours. That's the best. That's the best.
Well, I don't think nobody gonna have food left over from, well, I don't know how niggas eat.
48 hours.
If you host it, you probably got like a lot of fucking food. If you was a guest, like you don't got enough. I hope you didn't take enough plates to be eating 3 days later and shit. But yeah, so that's an interesting that you say that. So a friend of mine, she's going to a Friendsgiving today, right?
Right.
And I was like, yo, Thanksgiving was yesterday though. Like I think that's
call it something else.
Yes,
call them an autumn celebration or something.
Yeah, but like what y'all gonna eat? Because everybody just ate the same thing yesterday. So if I go to your Friendsgiving today, like
there better be some tacos in that motherfucker.
But I be in Thanksgiving food mode for a good 2.5 to 3 days. I'm not ready to eat no other food yet.
I did not have Thanksgiving food this year, and I did not miss it. I did a surf and turf.
You can eat surf and turf any day.
I don't care how people feel about this. I ain't too sold on turkey. I don't care how the fuck you cook, you prepare the bitch. It's only so good you gonna make that motherfucker. If you fry it, you grill it, the bitch only gonna taste so good. And it's on the scale of poultry, turkey pretty low on my list.
Turkey's never been the star of Black Thanksgiving though.
But I feel like I can have macaroni and cheese and dressing like anytime too. That's not
gonna be eating dressing like on a random Thursday, dog.
But you can. Like you not confined to dressing on, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and fucking first Sunday. You can eat that shit.
If you eating surf and turf on Thanksgiving, you literally just trying to be different. Like, it's not like, yo, I feel like niggas went out their way to not eat that specifically. And
yes,
like, too much energy.
I just didn't want Thanksgiving food. I ain't see the big deal.
You don't see the big deal of what?
Not wanting Thanksgiving food. I can eat what the fuck I want.
You can 100%, but it's like it seemed like a lot.
I'm not going out I was at the grocery store.
No, you going out your way to not eat Thanksgiving food on Thanksgiving. You 100% going out your way.
I
eat surf and turf.
Yes, I purposely did what I wanted to because that's what I wanted to eat on Thanksgiving.
More power to you, man. Some people, they do like a Caribbean style Thanksgiving, the whole 9 yards. And that's all. I mean, you don't got to follow nobody's tradition just because it is. But I'd be like, y'all know y'all can eat this shit 364 other days.
Just like you can a turkey, nigga. Like, you can make a turkey for Sunday dinner.
100%. Do you normally have Sunday dinner?
I used to. I don't really.
Niggas' families be in town on Thanksgiving and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody get together. It's more of a cultural thing. For
a communal thing?
Hell yeah. And everybody got some shit. Like, depending on how y'all family is, one person could cook everything. Or somebody could specialize in something and they bring that shit. Like, you don't really get all them people together all the time.
Communal type cooking.
Yeah. I ain't never thought about no pilgrims on Thanksgiving out of like the first and second grade. But like, it just be like, I called it.
I really forget that part of the story.
I just call it Family Day because that's really what it is. Like, happy Family Day, people.
I'm with it.
Yeah. But
48 hours on that food. Toss it. If you can hear the sound of my voice, time to toss it.
But you're not the nigga I don't eat. He don't eat leftovers. So it's like
it's beneath me.
All right.
It's beneath you also.
It's not. Surf and turf is beneath me.
But you'll warm up a used ass meal.
A used meal. So listen, man. Let's get to this. Because
you'll warm up a used meal.
You had tweeted something the other day, and I seen somebody else tweet something the other day, and that shit really got me irritated. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, before I even go into this, let's introduce our guest, one of our brothers in the building. Fourth time back?
Maybe I believe so. Third or fourth?
Yeah, he got an intro. The nigga been doing this shit since like.
I'm one of the originals.
Yeah. Before we even had Blue and Black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, been about 4 times for sure.
Yeah, we got my nigga.
Talking to the mic.
Shoot, I go by King Fonz, FD White. That's my new thing. You know, I'm grown now. A lot has changed over the past couple of years.
Drop the yay.
And now, yeah. Now they call me Crypto Funds. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm into crypto, and like we was talking about earlier, I'm an honest crypto person. Like,
yeah.
So we can get real honest about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, it's a lot of fake gurus out there in all these markets, but I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah. I want to bring Fred in on a convo too, because Fred one of the funniest niggas in the world.
People don't know that though, because I be chilling though.
Fred one of the funniest niggas in the world, like in real life. But look, you had mentioned something, and I for the life of me, dog, I don't understand this shit, dog. I know y'all think this shit is so important. Y'all be thinking y'all so special and shit, right? But like, I seen somebody, it was damn near the exact same tweet, but it was like, yo, I can't stand going out to eat with somebody and they don't like what I like. They don't eat what I eat. I don't like they fucking palate or, and I be thinking like, literally what they eat don't make you shit. Like, you can order whatever the fuck you want to order, have a great fucking time. Like, what another person is eating.
Look, man, I can't eat Michelin star, 5-star fucking cuisine, and your palate is fucking chicken nuggets and French fries. They don't have that there.
All right, but that's a giant extreme though. Like, niggas are not actually ordering chicken nuggets and fries, but niggas act like if you eat fish and shrimp, your fucking palate is so fucking impeccable. Like, nigga, everything that you buy, I can get at GFS. That shit is not extravagant. Like, you eat turkey or you fucking eat what you call them, crab legs and shit. Like, nigga, I can buy that shit in a slop bag at GFS. That's not like extravagant. Your fucking palate ain't wonderful because you niggas eat some fucking salmon or some fucking tilapia that's not even a fucking fish.
You shouldn't pronounce salmon with the L.
I did it on purpose.
Okay.
Because niggas think they smarter because they like, yo, salmon is salmon. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, in real life though, like, this shit is not, you're not special because you eat fish, dog. That shit is basic as hell. Like, I don't get it. And then, like, I just don't fucking understand it. Like, I really don't. I don't get it.
I'm not special because I eat fish, but I'm just saying, like, if you tell me before we go out, I've been out on dates and chicks be like, I don't eat A, B, C, and D before we go to the restaurant. Well, that's 90% of the menu. If I'm trying to be considerate and don't want your ass just sitting there eating salad, I got to find something close to your wheelhouse.
And every restaurant serves chicken, some sort of beef, some sort of steak or something. Like no matter where you go, there's something to eat for somebody. Like if you literally specifically saying chicken fingers and fries.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. I might be a little bit with Dame on this too. If I was out there dating and the chick told me she don't eat A, B, C, D, I ain't going. Like if I don't want to eat what she want to eat, we ain't going.
Give me an example though.
Say she don't eat. If I want seafood, we going to seafood.
Yeah.
Well, seafood is the extreme. Let's say she want what's something that somebody don't eat? A girl might not eat or something.
Man, I had a chick, she ain't eat cheeseburgers.
Yeah, she like, come on.
Mike don't eat cheeseburgers. That nigga like, let me get a hamburger, no cheese. Like they not putting cheese on this shit. I promise you.
Just a hamburger.
Shout out to Buddy. I think when he asked for a hamburger, like, let me get a hamburger, no cheese. I'm like, nigga, they not gonna.
They're not gonna put cheese on it. They didn't ask for a cheeseburger.
But like, I don't get it. Like niggas be arguing over how another nigga like they steak. Like, no, this shit don't got nothing to do with you, dog.
I can be a steak snob, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Like I ain't gonna air you out at the table. Now I will think less of you that you ordered a well done steak with your dumb ass, but I'm gonna keep it in.
You ever ate a well done steak from J. Alexander?
Not in years.
I eat well done steak. My shit be. I ain't never ate a dry steak in my life. Like if you got a dry ass steak, somebody did something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like niggas will get, I can't believe, like why the fuck does this matter to you so much? Like who told you, other than a white person, that this is how you supposed to eat the steak? Cause you know the motherfuckers be barbarians. Shit be still moving on the plate.
It's juicier. It tastes better.
Blood dripping and everything.
Somebody didn't cook that shit right. Like in real life, if you got a dry ass steak, nigga, someone did something wrong.
I agree with that. It
you know
doesn't.
What I'm saying? Like if you go to a
well done does not correlate with dry. All I'm saying is like I like my meat a little bit more tender. I don't want it well done. Now I'm not gonna if you get your steak well done, that's fine. On the inside, I am judging you. Outside, like I'm keeping it cool.
A friend of mine who I don't eat seafood and I don't like fish. You know what I'm saying? So I got a child. I have an infant palate to this person. Motherfucker don't eat apple pie. Like, how come I can't call you infant? Like, what's the fuck is wrong with apple pie? I sound like fucking Jerry Spider. What's wrong with apple pie? It's American. It's apple pie. Right. Like, everybody got their shit that they like and they don't like. But like, nigga, you not special. Like, it's shrimp. It's fucking cockroaches of the sea. Niggas acting like they so fucking... Nigga, this shit is a fucking roach. In real life. Not even a joke.
Yeah, I don't be that hard up about seafood.
But niggas really lose their mind on the internet about food that you're not eating.
But that's anything though. Nowadays with social media and the internet and all that, it's gonna be whatever. It's got to be a contrarian though of with everything, no matter what it is.
And my particular choice means I'm better than you. Now, I sit up here and we laugh and joke about iPhones and Androids and shit like that. Like in the real life, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, I'm not literally gonna think like, well, look, my nigga, you got a Windows PC, so I'm judging you. We can't be friends. Like, it's not. I mean, I would never use Windows PC outside of work, but like, I don't know, man. This food should be wild though, because it's seafood and fish, and like if you don't like them two, like it's your palate that's wrong. Mm-hmm. But I can bring a billion things. Or nigga, you don't like pepperoni. Nah, nigga, I don't eat pork. Well, nigga, is your palate wrong because you don't eat pork?
Well, yeah, food is one of them things.
You know
what
I'm saying?
Yeah, food one of them things where there's no right or wrong answer. So you just gonna be arguing with somebody for infinity. You know what I mean?
Like it
personal preference.
Personal preference, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and like eating is so personal. What you care what it tastes like to that other person? Matter of fact, our taste buds is different. Like when we eat the same steak, cut the same, like nigga, that shit probably tastes different than us. Cause we don't, there's no way for me to quantify how something tastes.
How gooder it tastes to me.
Yeah, like what if your taste buds is turned all the way the fuck up? You know what I'm saying?
The white LSD.
People, you know, clearly black and white folks got different taste buds. You know, maybe that shit turned all the way the fuck up. That's why they don't use as much salt. Maybe they can taste that shit. One drop of salt, and they're like, I don't know, man. But
no, man, because when you see them like in candid videos and they eat something that like a black person prepared and it's got all the fixings, and they like you can see something activating their body.
Congestive heart failure, high cholesterol. That's what it looked like. It's like, no. Yeah, because, all that shit I ate last night and this morning and this afternoon.
I just had some.
Come on, man.
I'm done though. Today my last day. I get tired of stuff quick though.
Yeah,
like,
by Saturday, it is a wrap by Saturday.
Yeah.
Like you can't, by Sunday, you shouldn't have no more food left. But like by Saturday,
starting to weed out.
Yeah. Start your week off right with something else. How was your Thanksgiving though?
Thanksgiving was good. My week was good, man. I got a letter from the Secretary of State said I get my motherfucking license back.
Oh shit! The last time he had good L's, man.
It's been at least 4 years. At least 4 years.
Man, that's a blessing and a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Because think about the level of anxiety that you probably drive around with consistently.
I rode around for 2 years on a bold paper plate. State trooper pulled me over, took my plate off the car because it was, bogus. Took my plate off the car. When I got the car out of impound, he had this paper plate in the window. I circled back to the police station because this nigga also took my license that same day and destroyed it. I circled back to the police station because I wanted to ask the motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, bro, like you hitting me with that. Like I went back to confront the nigga.
I wonder how, so when I pay for my license, whose is it? Is it mine or is it the state's still? Because who told you can take my property? Like I paid for this shit. Now, if you want to do the little hole punch through the shit, which you should not be able to destroy my property, right? But like, how you gonna take it?
Yeah, I went back to the police station. Nigga had it on the table. He cut it into 2 pieces with just a pair of scissors.
I'm sending niggas a bill for $12. And they claimed $12 to buy a license.
It's like 40 now.
Yeah, well, that's like well, see, that's the registration, and then it's a different fee for the license itself.
I'm talking about the license now.
Damn.
Like it done went up, bro. Because my birthday passed not too long ago. They send you something right before your birthday come where you can just mail it in or go online or something. It was like $30, $40.
Yeah, fam. Like how you first off, and I paid for this plate with my registration. Fuck you mean you gonna take it? Can I get reimbursed at some point? Like how you just take my shit?
Nigga took them both. Told me to figure it out. He told me my plate would expire on my birthday. My birthday came around. I got a letter from the Secretary of State said I couldn't renew my tabs till I got my license shit straight. So I rode around on that paper shit for 2 fucking years.
Yo, this is
that bitch flew out my window one day on the freeway.
Oh, you pulling right over.
I stopped in the middle of the freeway, Fred. I stopped in the middle of 96 to get that shit.
Man, I got they made me get a new plate. They said you can't keep a plate longer than 10 years. I'm like, why? They made me get another plate. So I'm like, well, this new one that you're making me buy, like this is mine. Like, why you figure you could take it? Do I get it back after my case is over? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if anybody looked into that shit, but I think I will. Just because I'm an asshole.
Let it go, Jay.
Money, man.
Let it go, man.
They need all the money they want.
It's not going to lead to nothing. Just spend that time doing something else.
See, that's why things never change. Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to stand up. I'm standing so y'all can walk. I don't know. I'm out.
You wasting your time so niggas got something to talk about.
I just don't think it's right. I don't, be perfectly honest, man. I think the government overreaches all the time. And I think we just accept that shit. And I really do got a problem with the government overreaching. That's really what it is. I think the niggas just...
That shit's only going to get worse. Like it ain't going to retract itself.
Especially
it's getting worse.
Especially if no one ever says anything, though. They're like, it is what it is.
You say too much, you're going to be on the front page of the news.
All right, so what do you do?
Nigga, we march for you? I don't know.
No, what I'm saying is, to quote Kanye, that slavery is a choice. Are you choosing for this shit to be that way?
I say it just, with certain things, you just gotta, I feel like you gotta build a strong base in the background. So when you do come forward, it's such a strong, you know what I mean, force. It's like you can't just shut one person up. You had to shut up a whole, a whole brigade of people or a whole movement. You got to build your movement. Movements, you can't really shut down movements like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, on a personal level, it's not like the hill I want to die on is, yo, you got to give me my license back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just one of the microcosms. Like, why you think you could just do that shit? Like,
They think they can do whatever they want.
or maybe when I purchase it, it's not mine. Maybe it still belongs to the state.
He showed me a law where like he was able to destroy them both.
Yeah, so like it may
So
just
I was because I was pressing that shit, and he pulled out some paperwork with my charges, and looking up the penal code, and he showed me like where that shit illegal.
Yeah,
So
I had my license cut up numerous times. Hole punches
Me too.
cut up, all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like, why you hole punch my shit? I ain't like I was about to do something with it. Like, you got a new one. It got the date on it. Like, it's clearly expired. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like, why is you hole punching my shit?
you're doing too much.
I don't know, man. I don't get that shit. Any event, dog. This week we got the verdict came back for the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Yep.
I didn't want to guilty. You know what I'm saying? We kind of touched on it last week. I figured this was gonna be this way. I hoped it was gonna be this way. I mean, the shit was just on the news.
I need to see sentencing. I need to see how long they're gonna get. How long they're gonna give them.
In that state, like, they don't have a murder 1, murder 2. That shit got life, and you can get possibility of parole. With that charge, they can't get parole until 30 years. So they going to jail for 30 years off top. If they get parole, they can get straight life, or they can get life with the possibility of parole. But the possibility of parole is at 30 years. So
Minimal.
yeah, so like I'm cool with that, as much as I can be as a stranger and shit. But them niggas old too, so
Yeah, so
two of them is old as hell. So like y'all not making it. Y'all not making it 30 years.
No.
And y'all physically just may not make it
10.
48 months.
you know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Like,
I can't imagine jail being kind to senior citizens. Old white senior citizens that kill young black men and go to jail in the South.
Depends though. Like if they come across some racist group in there that's gonna embrace them, they good. That's
it
why
would
you know what I mean.
seem that, like, since from what they tell me, that blacks have the overwhelming majority of people in prison, like, it really shouldn't be no safe place
For no race.
for anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we quote unquote ran everything, like, yo, my nigga, how safe can you be? That's how it should be. Now, I have no idea how many people actually in prison. They keep telling us it's us. I mean, I'm inclined to believe them, but like,
But you got to think of this though, Jay.
how would I know?
In jail, even if it's the overwhelming majority of black people, you know how black people think. They're gonna start clicking up, and then they're gonna start hating other cliques. Like black people just got this, you know what it is.
Yeah.
This idea that we have in our head that it's all
The last place you need is a clique is in jail. Like like just I'm with Jay. Just like hang with your own kind, and y'all should be all right.
everybody do that, but black people though,
Well,
for the most part.
black folks, because they hang with their own kind, and then it's categories, then it's subcategories.
Yeah, exactly.
Some shit pop off, everybody probably riding together.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that,
Some gang shit pop off.
you're a west side nigga, I'm an east side. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's real tribal and shit. But I don't know, man. From things that I've heard, like, you damn near gotta be clicked up with something. It may not be street gang. You with the Muslims, you with the Moors, you with the Crip. Like, you gotta be a part of something just so people will have you be included, and they can kind of like watch out for you and shit. Because if you a loner, you may not be like, hey, my man, you shouldn't go over there on Tuesday because Mexicans wearing boots. Y'all know about the Mexicans wearing boots.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. It's not a place for me. I'm not.
I don't want to spend my time learning the psychology of the ins and outs of prison.
That's not a place for me, and it's not a place for me. So I'm glad them 3 is going away, DNA shit. What was interesting to me, or what I was the only thing that I was worried about was this whole. I hate this whole in their mind where they're trying to do like a citizen's arrest. And I really need them to take citizens arrest.
You can get the fuck out of
book.
my face with a goddamn citizens arrest. I will get the fuck out of my face talking any citizens arrest shit.
Like it shouldn't be a thing.
It should not. Yeah, it should not be.
Call the motherfucking police. Like for real. You feeling away? Call the police.
Don't try to citizens arrest me, bro.
Don't.
I'm trying to tell you.
Short night.
Try and restrain me.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Come on, my nigga.
I don't think you should involve yourself at all. And unfortunately, that may mean you may have to let somebody out of your store who's currently stealing or some shit like that. But I think it's still best to not get involved in that type of shit.
You know, I don't understand why niggas go after motherfuckers stealing out of stores. The store got fucking insurance. So if I see 17 niggas walk in dressed like fucking Lil Durk, I know what the fuck time it is. They gonna be trying to grab and fucking go. I'm not chasing them little niggas.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not. Or on insurance joint. Cause like, well, depending on what they stole, nigga, my insurance premium may go up so high that I can't even afford that shit no more. And now I'm damn near out of
I look at like these niggas be hitting the Nike store, Louis Vuitton store, shit like that. I mean, I ain't chasing them niggas.
Nah.
That's just stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
remember
that's
it was something on. It was like a gang of people going into like this gas station on like 6 Mile in Southfield all the time, or somewhere Evergreen or something like that. And I think he locked the door or something and did some crazy stuff, and they
cause shit like that, dog,
killed the store. They, you know what I'm saying? They just trashed the store, kicked the glass off.
Cause shit like that, man, them independent stores, like I might it say BP outside, but like this is my store, and the margins is we don't make no fucking money on gas. You know what I'm saying? You make your money on
the store, on the
your
merchandise.
Store. And if you come in this motherfucker and just snatch all the shit, and it's literally you put in. I was doing. It's a long hours owning a liquor store, party
gas
store,
station,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like you there 17 hours a day, 18 hours a day. And like, it's literally your stuff. Like you working for Foot Locker, like nigga, this not your shit. This some multinational corporation. Like,
them your hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Them your,
now, even though they're yours, I don't think it's a good idea for you to get out and start running through the neighborhood. Like that's never gonna work. We got to get that shit like out of it. Unfortunately, that's the same shit that happened with the Kyle Rittenhouse shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was acting like a cop. Technically, he was out there on some cop shit, on some EMS providing aid. He did actually provide aid to people, but the people who end up ultimately getting shot, like they tried to be police as well and jump in. Like, dog, stop doing that shit.
Yeah,
this not your job. Like, get away from. Don't do that shit.
The fame is too much though. Cause if it go my way, nigga, I'm a hero. They gonna talk. I'm gonna get my 15 minutes. I'm gonna be on Ellen. I'm gonna be on Good Morning America. I might make a couple dollars off of this.
Did you know one of them niggas that died in that Kyle Rittenhouse shit was a child molester and shit, dog? Like a long rap sheet of touching and children and shit like that.
Didn't
know that.
Because black victims, we know exactly what their whole life story was. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, he was troubled in school and he was smoking weed and the white victims, we didn't hear none of that shit. How many times did we hear that one of the niggas who got shot actually pulled out his gun and tried to shoot him like right there on the scene and shit? Nigga had a Glock. We ain't hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole thing was privileged of being white versus black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made it seem like a lot of people thought somebody black died. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like everybody here was white. Like, moral of the story is, nigga, you not the police. Stop doing that shit.
They get that CPL and get brave.
I don't care what I got. Boy, I ain't trying to say no women and children. Maybe women, children for sure. Other than that, somebody doing something over here. I'm calling the police.
Yeah, you gotta call the police, dog. Don't get involved. It's just it's a bad idea, dog. Long story short, I'm glad them 3 niggas is going to prison forever. They murdered that man in cold blood for no reason. The whole idea behind the fact that they trying to do a citizen's arrest, like what was the crime, my nigga?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do a citizen's arrest, you gotta stop a nigga while they in the
act.
He wasn't running down the street with a color TV. No microwave shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
I wonder what's the steps in a citizen's arrest?
I'm sure you got to be in the act
you got to be in the act.
for sure. Other than that, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
But like,
in the
that's
act,
just so like that's just too dangerous, dog. Because if you a regular person, even though I'm a criminal, my nigga, I don't know what you're trying to do. You not the police.
yeah.
You robbing me while I'm robbing somebody else. That was mutual combat. I don't know what. Like I was protecting my life.
Mutual
So,
combat.
it's a case going on right now. Pregnant woman. The story says she intentionally hit somebody on a motorcycle and then wouldn't stop and drove home. The guy on the motorcycle followed her to the crib. Allegedly, she come out with a gun. He shoots and kill her. And he saying it was self-defense.
But he followed her to the crib. Her crib.
Yeah. Like, look.
It's a lot of layers are wrong.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to get the license plate number or some shit. Like, my nigga, you gotta stop. Like, this not your job no more. And you probably angry because you on a motorcycle. You know how motorcyclists are. And I think, it's very dangerous if she... Now, I don't know who said that. Like, who tries to intentionally hit somebody on a motorcycle? And did you fall off? Because if a car hit you, you should, like, fall off.
I would think you would be too hurt to
Yeah.
get right up and follow behind.
It's a lot of moving parts. But at the end of the day, fam, we can't take this shit into our own hands. Unless you okay with the consequences type shit. But, like... Now you facing a murder charge, like you should have just let the police handle that shit. There's cameras everywhere.
I want my lick back, and I want it back now.
Hey.
That's how niggas, I want that bitch back right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like I wouldn't even.
Stop playing in my face.
It could be a predicament though where you see something happening, like if a group of black dudes or white dudes or whoever is just beating up somebody or beating up an old person. And then you know if you let them beat them up for another 5-10 minutes, they dead.
No, you beat them up for 5-10 seconds. 5-10 minutes and anybody.
Oh yeah, 5-10 seconds. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So then it's a moral and a conscious decision of what to do. Like I'm still calling the police because you know what I mean?
Be like, hey, the police on their way.
Yeah.
Because when you tell them niggas the police is going, they may get the fuck up. Hey, somebody call the police, man. Y'all get out of here.
Yeah.
Because what you supposed to do? Now, you can jump in as defense of others, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, then once that shit is over with, then you find out what happened, be like, oh shit.
And now you done shot somebody.
The old man was the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you don't know the whole
you
story.
don't know, man. You can't get involved. You gotta mind your goddamn business, dog.
That's easier said than done for anybody.
How many times you jumped into somebody else's fight? It's been working for you for 40 years. If the answer is no.
I don't really give a fuck. So
Okay. I don't try to mind my business, dog.
I hear my neighbors hollering once a week. I don't even look out the window. I don't give a fuck. If I don't hear no gunshots, that shit ain't real to me. There ain't no beef. Y'all bitches screaming.
Right.
Y'all just being loud.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear gunshots, I'm not going to them.
No, I'm not walking towards the door neither, but then I know it's something. Like y'all hoes just yelling for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all exercise. Y'all getting warmed up.
I can't fuck with it, dog. I can't fuck with that shit at all.
I'm moving out the ghetto next year. I proclaim it right now.
Nigga said the ghetto.
I'm moving out the ghetto next year.
Where would you like to live ideally?
Man, ideally I need 2 spots. I need a family home, probably somewhere in like Farmington Hills, Novi, somewhere nice and shit. Maybe even Redford. Get you a nice ass house out in Redford, somewhere away from the city, somewhere where you cross and you in another city. And then I need me like a player pad downtown. I need me like
I thought you was about to get married again.
I'm just saying, say like I want to go. I just saw Nas in concert last weekend. Say I didn't want to drive home. I could just go to my spot down in Harbor Town, overlooking the water, and just
you right? Go to sleep,
yeah,
right
just stay the night. Just stay the night in my downtown residence. Some player.
Yeah, Airbnb that shit.
I just wanted to. I want to
all
have
night. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna be downtown. Let me go in an Airbnb, a nice little spot downtown. I'm a Uber everywhere and shit. I don't gotta drive, and I wake up, beautiful fucking view. Not gonna cost me $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Cost me a couple $100 for tonight. You know, but yeah, I get it.
That's probably not a bad idea though. The
Like in real
Airbnb.
life? You know how much money we take out of town and blow it, and when we go out of town and have a good time. Like my nigga, if you spend that shit in town, in city, you have a
Blast.
think about how much money you spend when you go to Vegas, whatever. Like force yourself to spend that amount of money in that 3-day period. Like you run out of shit to buy. Like nigga, I don't know what else to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Very true.
You right.
you know what I'm saying? Don't get fucking bottle service out of town. Like, I mean, it's a lot of shit that you could do here. But how was the Nas concert?
Man, amazing. Fucking they had Royce open up. I didn't Royce bought out Slum Village and Street Lord Wine.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Street Lord Wine did a song. And it was just good to see.
I'm ready for hear some more music. He dropped a little snippet a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got an elevator pitch ready whenever I see him in the building. All I need is like 35 seconds. I done damn near time that bitch.
What you want to pitch him?
We respect what you do in Detroit hip hop. We know who you are. We not on no funny shit. We just want to hear your conversation, hear whatever it is you got to say. All I need is about an hour of your time. We in Suite 415.
Oh, we can try to get the interview.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to.
We can get the interview.
Like-
Yeah, heaven all day, every day. That's him and Royce is real tight.
Yeah, I just want to, like I said, no silly shit. We just want an hour. We'll let you lead the conversation. Whatever you want to talk about, I just want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to sit down with Juan.
Juan got a lot of knowledge, man. I got a story about Juan, man. A real funny story. So you remember that DVD we shot, like 2000? It was like
Life
8.
Not a Game? Or?
No, it was called the D Movement.
Yeah, the D Movement. I'm saying. Yeah.
So we get KDZ on there. So we get a bunch of people, KDZ, Stretch Money, everybody who was hot at the time.
Royce?
Royce was on there. So I guess everybody just thought it was going to be, like some little rinky-dink little DVD or video or whatnot. It comes out fully packaged, like a real, you know what I mean? Like a real DVD. When DVDs was popping, it was, the artwork, everything was
I still got that.
yeah, it was like to the T, you know what I'm saying? So we dropping them off to everybody who was on that DVD. We drop it off to KDZ manager. I forgot his name. He was some dude. He looks at it like, hold on, where our cut at? So I'm like, because he wasn't thinking. He just thought we was about to just shoot something and put it on YouTube or something. Like, it was like really prepackaged. So I guess he thought we was about to sell 1 million copies or something. So he going off. Like, no, y'all ain't about to put shit out of this button. You know what I mean? When's that? No,
It's already in the streets, man.
So no, we ain't put it out yet. But yeah, that's what I could have said. So he's going off on the tyrant. So I'm like, all right. I'm letting him talk. I'm like, hold on, stay right there. Hold on, I'll be right back. Boop, 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 boop. I call Royce. Like, hey, Royce, can you get Juan on the phone? KD's, Dirty Glove. They was all under Dirty Glove. That's Juan. He calls Juan on 3-way. Juan calls the manager. Like, tell the manager, like, yo, chill, this family, blah, 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 blah. Set that straight. He comes back outside apologizing to us, you know what I'm saying? Telling me like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I know it was like that. You know what I mean? Next time we just got to make sure paperwork. He was right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Paperwork should have been done. We was young, 20 years old doing it.
But they not young. They knew what was up.
Yeah, like you would have known that.
They got to get paperwork because whatever I film on my camera is mine.
Yeah.
By the way, legally.
Yeah.
This is I own it.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, so long story short, after he hangs up, me, Juan, and Royce on the phone, and Juan just basically giving game about ownership and doing stuff the right way, paperwork, and just really gave me like 30 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying once you get him on here, he nothing but a open book, real cool. He you know what I mean? He just one of them dudes, man, who got a lot of knowledge and who can help people nowadays because he been through a lot and he done a lot.
Yeah,
he didn't live 3 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was good to see him perform. EPMD rocked it next, but I do got one complaint about Roy's show. I feel like they rushed him on the stage. Mm-hmm. Like the Fox really hadn't got thick. I understand he the opener, but like he is Royce also. Like get a nigga
Ooh, Wale was there too, right?
Yeah, Wale came on right before Nas, and
That's the slot though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is what it is. And EPMD, they rocked it out.
I'd have had EP&D open up, but they.
That's what I thought. That's what I figured
in
would
Detroit,
happen.
I would probably have EP&D work.
EPMD, Royce.
But it's like, damn, like it's
Hard.
it's hard to. It's the like, all right, so we know Wale probably coming out before. It's like, so do you give the legends the respect because the legends gonna be mad like, oh, we open it? Royce probably was like, I'll do it. He seemed like the nigga that'd be the political. No, you know what? I'll do it. Get the legends daytime to rock it. But when you got like a solid card, it's like, damn.
What do you do?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you know, niggas be on venue times like, yo, $1,000 a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, Wale had that shit rocking. And then naturally that nigga Nas, it's fucking Nas. Like, it's a clinic in alpha level MCing. Mic control, breath control, knowing your fucking song, not letting the track kill you.
He did
It's Nas.
Old shit or King's Disease?
He did King's Disease and old shit. He didn't do Made You Look. I was waiting for Made You Look.
Man,
but,
Made You Look is so it's so heavy, man.
But other than that, I wasn't mad. He did do my shit 28 Summers. That's my shit. So I was happy to get what I got, and it's just Nas, my nigga. Like, that nigga just rocked that shit.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna miss.
Nah.
Nas ain't gonna miss.
I was downtown last Saturday night, man. I ended up going to seeing Eddie Griffin.
How was that?
It was good.
Fox?
Man. Yeah. No, he was at the Motor City Soundboard.
Oh, the soundboard in the casino, yeah.
That's the first time I've been inside the soundboard. I like that setup.
It's like it's big, but it's not big. It's still intimate.
It's intimate, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep. I think it fit like, I don't know,
Not that many.
1,400 people.
Yeah, like
some shit
1,400,
like that.
1,500, yeah.
Yeah. It was cool though. Like it was cool. It was a cool show. Eddie did his thing, of course. Eddie is Eddie, so like he got a certain brand of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had a pretty good time down there.
Did he come out with anybody else?
He had one opener, dude from the city actually. Name was T. I can't think of his last name, but he was pretty funny too, man. I guess this show was a rescheduled show that got canceled due to COVID. So this is a show originally was like from back in April or some shit, or April of like 2020 or some shit. So
okay.
So he came in, did that shit, and he was out of town. Like, he was just one show in. So it was pretty cool though, man. Yeah, man. So Fred, man, speaking of like, Wine, you was kind of like, he didn't live like 3 different lives and shit like that. You working on about your 3rd or 4th life too, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Sorta, man.
From
sorta.
like,
reinventing yourself.
Yeah. Not as in like on some wild shit.
Yeah.
From, doing the DVDs, pushing the music, handling clothing line, international clothing line, and now we moving into the next phase of life, which is crypto and investing and things of that nature, man. Kind of walk us through that matriculation.
So I'm still doing music and fashion, but like I was telling Dame a little bit earlier before we started, it's like with stuff like that, it was like take. I'm always take. Buy this, listen to this, do this, do that. Now it's more so. I got to another stage in my life where it's like, man, I give. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of these gurus and stuff out here, crypto, stocks, real estate, all that. They giving, but they still taking. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, like, I like, if you making so much money already, why are you still charging people, all this other, all this money for you to teach them? Just get a game. You got money, so to say. Get a game.
Like, I can see a multi-level marketing scheme whenever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing
for
now
sure. Me
is
too.
to sell classes. That's the new hustle.
That's the new hustle, yeah.
Let me show you all this stuff that I got, and then get you to sign up on my specialized course, my master class, and all. Like, that's the new hustle, And I despise that shit with the black folks because you sitting in you giving it to an underserved community, and there's one particular person who I used to be real high on, but you selling these products for $700 and $800, to like somebody who's poor, and this supposed to, when they buy this product from you for $700 to $800, that's supposed to teach them how to get money. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga.
Number one, an investment is a risk, a financially calculated risk. So just because you pay me $800 don't mean you gonna make that $800 back or be rich with all these dreams they sell. They selling you these dreams that be on
board
Instagram.
game, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So all these people, man, they just always. If you making so much, I don't get it, dog. If you making so much money, why is you charging these people, especially our people who we financially illiterate? Number one, we don't know nothing. They ain't teach us nothing in school, bro. YouTube in 2 years has taught me more than any school has ever taught me, by far. Like anything, I'll be telling people, they be asking me questions, I answer them, but I'll be like, I ain't never paid for nothing. I just YouTube, Google, Twitter. It's all free. And so if it's all free, why am I charging you to give you stuff that I learned for free?
Because I think a lot of times where I've seen it, where black people, we waiting on something. Mm-hmm. We don't know what that something is or what it looks like. Or sometimes we don't make an educated guess on that something. And that package of information like could be something. My key to, us being free.
Well, call it what it really is. We don't want to do shit. We want somebody to take care of us. Give me the answer.
Exactly.
I don't want to search for the answer. No, you bring all this shit together. You tell me how to do it, and I want to get rich quick. I want to put the work in. I want you to, somebody who's else be responsible for my longevity and happiness and my financial, my family.
It don't work like that.
You want somebody else to come do it for you.
Exactly. It don't work like, it could, it's like, but it don't. 99% of the time, it don't work like that, bro. Like, in order for me to get to the knowledge that I got in my head now, bro, it took almost 2 years. I got off social media for a whole year just to zone in on stuff. You know what I mean? It all boiled down to, like, when COVID started, like, even before COVID started, I was, like, losing people, like, people in the hood, family. And then it started hitting friends. Then it started hitting the family. Like, I lost my big sister. Then I lost my pops. When I lost pops, I shut everything down.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, it was something of an eye opener. You know what I mean? Because I lost him in November of last year. So when I lost him, that's when I was just like, all right. I wasn't like distraught and down because he was sick. You know what I mean? So I kind of, you buckle up because you know it's coming. You know what I mean? But it's still your pops or your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
So it's nothing that you can prepare for.
Absolutely, I understand.
Yeah. So when that happened, it was just like, all right, now I need to sit back and reevaluate life. And I had another kid come. He here now, but he was my wife was pregnant, so I had another kid come. So it was like the circle of life. You know what I mean? So now I'm sitting there like I need to reevaluate life because I talk about stocks, crypto, all this, but before that, I had to realize that my best asset or the best asset is time, dog. Like. It's time so limited, and me sitting there watching my pops deteriorate, and my auntie and a couple friends and family, it made me realize time is so precious and it's so limited. So when I really realized that, because it took me until my age now, because if it would have happened, I think it's just divine delay. Everything happened not when I wanted. But when it was needed, you know what I mean?
That's a word right there.
I've never heard divine delay, but that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So, like I said, when that happened, man, I just was like, all right, I need to really sit back. It wasn't even. I was always into, well, not always, but just I was dabbling into the stocks and the crypto sort of, but I wasn't really all in like I am now. And then when I stepped back, and I was just searching for something. So we was all just in the house doing nothing on lockdown. I'm always on YouTube, boom, 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 looking at just different videos and whatnot. Video came up with this black dude named Da Vinci. And the thing is, though, he put a video out 8 years ago because he used to be like a gold or a silver trader or something like that. And I seen him before. And I was like, oh, this is my man. I'm like, he looked different.
Was he like about a $1?
Yeah, him. So I clicked on it. And then he was like, yeah, I'm like, dang, I remember this video. Then I started clicking down his videos. Then I'm like, crypto, yeah, man. Bitcoin. I knew it to make money, but I ain't delved deep into it, like the actual technology behind it, why it was created. You know what I mean? This, that. Once I did that, I started going down the rabbit hole, and it helped me also to take my mind off of things, and it helped me to realize, that I don't want to go to work no more. So I need to figure out a way to make money to where I ain't got to go to work no more, because I want to be around back to time. I want to be around my growing kids, you know what I mean? I want to be around my wife, and I don't want to be around these people I'm working with. Like, number one, you wasting my time. Why you care how long I've been in the bathroom, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that piss me off. I don't like being on other people's time, just like that. So, like I said, my bad, went down a rabbit hole, and we here today. Like, I done made life-changing money, like, I ain't gonna lie, and I done made life-changing knowledge, you know what I mean, and financial education, and now I feel like I need to bring it back to people, because I was about to just be like, I wasn't on social media, nothing, I was straight, and I was about to just ride into the sunset. Nobody ever see me again, talk to me. I appreciate you checking on me too. Hit me up checking on me, that means the world to me. But I was like, people start coming to me, like my close family and friends coming to me, asking me questions because they knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I was answering questions, helping them. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just try to help. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know nothing. Like, we wasn't taught the right things. We wasn't, like, school is good for what it's good for, but we wasn't taught how to make money. We wasn't taught about money. We wasn't taught how to make money work for us. We was taught how to work for money. You know what I mean? So how can I come out here and help, you know, this 12, 13-year-old, even this 30-year-old person who don't know, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, how to try to, you know, get ahead? Because number one, the wealth gap is widening, you know, month by month, year by year. Like, and that's one of the things, like, assets are one of the things that can kind of preserve your wealth and try to lessen that wealth gap. But we don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know that. So I'm just trying to bring financial education with a specialty in crypto. You know what I mean? But I know about stocks, you know, other markets, real estate a little bit, but crypto is like my forte, and I'm still learning because there's so much to learn. You know, so many layers. You peel back one, it's another one. You peel back one, it's another one.
Man, it is. It's for sure. Because I mean, I don't divulge like a giant portions of time to it, but whenever I'm looking into it, particular ones, I be like, man, I don't understand this particular one yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, and like, you know, I sit there and I watch it where it goes up, when it go down, but like, I don't know for sure, like, yo, in 2 weeks, this shit is going up. In 2 weeks, this shit is going down. They be more or less like long plays. Like, yo, I think this shit gonna be important, you know, in the future and shit like that. We was talking about kind of online, I was like, I want niggas to be honest, right? Is because I hear a bunch of the people in these markets that look like us and like, yo, crypto is the future. Don't have your money in the banks. You know, you ain't getting no interest, the whole 9 yards. And a large portion of me believe that crypto is the future. But I think a lot of things need to change before it's actually the future, right?
Oh, a whole lot. Because
all the shit that niggas are doing with crypto, we still basing this shit off the US dollar though. You know what I'm saying? I got $20 million worth of crypto, but you said you got $20 million worth, right? Until I can go into the store and buy something from Target with some crypto. Yeah. Like, it can't be the future yet. Right. Yeah. Well, future is so it's future. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like,
but that type of future could be 6 months, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the way things is going now is being escalated because people are starting to do more education about it because they don't trust the governments and stuff. They don't trust the money. If you start researching money and inflation and all like and everything like that, you realize the dollar value is going down, meaning your buying power is going down. You know what I mean? Like, so if inflation 6.2%, it's like the highest it's been in like 20, 30 years, like something crazy. But that's because they keep pumping money. We happy about all this free money, but they keep pumping money into the market. And simple supply and demand means if there's more supply, then the demand is less. You know what I mean? So if something, that's why Bitcoin in general, specifically, it's deflationary. It's only a certain amount that can ever be, produced. They call it mined. So that's why the price will keep going up because of the scarcity of it. So if you looked over the years, 2008, when it was like 8 cents, then it got to $50, and it went, it's cyclical. So far it's been kind of cyclical. So every 4 years it'll go peak and then it'll drop. And it'll peak and then it'll drop. But every drop is still going higher. In the macro sense, means the long term is doing this. You know what I mean? People so, caught up on the day to day.
They want to see the straight line.
Yeah. Oh no, no market work like that. No market works like that. But really though, like back to the like in order to really grasp like the markets and stuff like that, or not grasp, but really believe in what in what I'm doing or what you're doing, if you're gonna be in crypto or stocks or something like that, you gotta really be into the financials and delve deep into the money and how money works. You know what I mean? Like the fiat, which fiat means like it's not backed by nothing. It used to be, the dollar used to be backed by gold. Yeah. And then they took it off. So now once you took it off, you don't have nothing to back it by. Now you could just print endlessly and endlessly and endlessly. In human history, no fiat currency has ever lasted. It's all crumbled. Like if you look at Turkey right now, the Turkish lira is like is crashing. Like they're in hyperinflation right now. Like the inflation like 20%, 30%. So just different places around the world is just in inflation, and right now the United States is, they saying the number 6.2%, but it's probably higher than that. That's why everything is going up.
My concerns or shit about like the crypto is like, niggas is making a new crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so like, what is this shit based off of?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you got these fucking meme cryptos and shit like that.
Coin,
like,
well, that's where education comes in.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like these coins don't mean nothing until you put your American dollars or whatever, British pounds, whatever, into the system, and then you gave it some value.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, shit, if we. So I don't think
I can stop you right there, and because I know what you're saying. Like, so let's just go to the dollar.
Yeah.
So if I got $1 here, why is this $1? Because the government told you it's $1. Like, why is this $5? Because the government told you it's $5. In crypto, it's a free market. So if I got let's say a Bitcoin, we determine how much it's worth. The buyers and sellers are determining how much it's worth. So if I got it, when Bitcoin first came out, let's say it was $1, and then somebody like, I'll sell it to you for $2, and now it's $2. And then somebody like, oh, you can buy it for $5. Now, you know what I mean? It's just a free market. Like, it's a decentralized free market, and it's decentralized meaning not one entity controls the network, as opposed to like the dollar or different things like the central banks and the Fed control. Like they just control the network.
I mean, they create how much money in circulation and shit.
Exactly.
Every year. And they go,
exactly.
13 people go in a room and they be like, that's how much money in circulation.
Exactly.
Which is wild in itself. I'm scared of once we get to the point where crypto is accepted in stores and accepted in payments and shit, because it's kind of currently it's volatile. At some point, I'm assuming it's not going to be as volatile. Mm-hmm. But if I say I accept crypto in this motherfucker right now, you can book your studio appointment. It's $1,000 an hour. You give me $1,000 tomorrow. Crypto drop, and now my $1,000 that I was going to use to go pay my rent, it's worth $400. Now I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Or I give you $400 for something, and then tomorrow, now that $400 worth $10,000. I'm like, yo, can you give me a discount? Because now you like.
Yeah, we'll see with crypto. Well, let's talk about Bitcoin first, then we'll go into the other ones. With Bitcoin being such a new asset or a new currency, it's not really a currency no more. Like, it was meant to be like a peer-to-peer network. Yeah. That's why I was meant to, so I can send you something seamlessly anywhere in the world without a bank, looking at like, why are you sending this? Or I need a fee, this, that. It's still fees and stuff, but we'll get into that. But you can just send, like if you're in Africa and I'm in Asia, I can just send you, the
10
Bitcoins, in a matter of a few minutes. You know what I mean? So that's why it was created. It transformed basically into a store of value because of the basically the popularity of it. So now it's like called digital gold. Just like gold, like I'm not about to, hey man, I'll give you this gold bar for them. Like it's a store of value. People buy gold to store their wealth. You know what I mean? So that's what Bitcoin has turned into, like a store of value, as opposed to I'm gonna pay you with Bitcoin because I ain't selling my Bitcoins.
It's a whole one of people who ain't never selling Bitcoin.
Yeah, like I know people who've been holding since like 2013, like, and this people been holding before that, like since it started. Like,
but it's
who
only
was
a very small amount that's ever been like transacted on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, shit, if you ain't gonna never sell it,
Yeah,
what's the value of something that?
and with it being so new, that's why it's volatile because it's still trying to figure out what the value is. Like, and as long as it's less supply is on the market, the demand is going up, the price gonna go up. You know what I mean?
And I think until more people are educated in crypto and Bitcoin and whatever, it's gonna be really volatile because we playing it like stocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the money in. Oh shit, I lost. Let me take my money. You know what I'm saying? It's just
yeah. So
because that's because we play stocks wrong.
Yeah,
stocks should be for the long game also.
Well, so for the most part, Like, see, me, I like to make a daily wage. I could trade too. Like that was one of the things I learned to do was read charts, technical analysis, and trade. You know, support, resistance, Fibonacci, this and all that. Like I can sit at a screen and trade. So I can trade stocks, I can trade crypto, I can trade Forex, foreign exchange market, because it's all just reading charts and find out buy low, sell high. Or you can make money selling it, what you mean with shorting it. So when it's going down, you can make money. It's just really just things like that.
I wanted to ask you about the Forex because them niggas was getting on my nerves. It's like, like the basic concept is I buy this foreign exchange at this amount. If it goes up, I'm gonna sell it for high. Buy low, sell high to a certain extent. Why do niggas be hounding you to come join their team and pay me money just to tell you to buy low and sell high?
That's new. The new multi-level marketing.
Yeah, like, nigga, buy low, sell high. What you want me to? So just follow all my moves? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
So that's what, like you were saying earlier, people don't want to do their due diligence. They just want you to show up. So if you start a pay group and you like, all right, you pay me $300 and you can watch all my moves and profit off all my moves. I'm the one going to be trading. I'm going to just tell you what to do. And you put your money in and do that. But you paying me to tell you what to do. That's basically what it is. When all you got to do is go on YouTube, type in Forex tutorial, trading tutorial, technical analysis tutorial, put some time in and learn how to do it yourself. People just took that whole market and made it seem like it was some scammy, fraudulent. It's not.
Absolutely.
The actual thing is like, this is a real market.
It's the biggest market. The foreign exchange market is way bigger than the stock market. Is way bigger than crypto. Crypto, the smallest market. You know what I mean? Forex like $100 trillion market in liquidity. The stock market like 25 trillion, and crypto like almost 3 trillion. So crypto still got so much room to grow in order to even hit gold. Gold is a $10 trillion asset. I mean, with liquidity and market cap. They call it market cap. So crypto is at 3 trillion, almost 3 trillion, had a little dip now, but it's probably close to 3 trillion. So that's why they're projecting it to go super high, hundreds of thousands in 10 years, $1 million. You know what I mean? Crazy numbers. Like 10 years ago, who would have thought it would be at 60,000 for one? So it's not in the realm of not possible. You know what I mean? One
of our folks was dealing with some crypto back in the day.
Yeah.
2012, 2013. But I ain't fuck with it. And it was about $14. It was between $8 and $14 like a coin at the time. But like this was early in Bitcoin history before there was like a Coinbase and niggas' wallets was getting hacked.
Yeah.
You know, so you would have all this whatever in there and then anybody could just snatch it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I would have knew what was going to happen X amount of years later, where that one, if I'd have put $50 in at $7 a pop and now this shit's $60,000 a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, that's with anything. You could say, dang, if I'd have known, like if you'd have known the lottery numbers yesterday, you would have, you know what I mean? Now that's where it comes to education. And I had made a video on YouTube about patience and being a forward thinker. You know what I mean? Because we wasn't taught to be a forward thinker. We was taught to live in the moment, live for now. You know, oh, something came, I gotta have it now. I work now, I need the money now. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'll work now and then you can give me double in 2 weeks. Like I want it now. It's my money and I want it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they trying to preach that all through just everything, through education, through the media. Now. Everything is now. We so used to now. Social media, now. Instant gratification. You know what I mean? We wasn't taught to look into the future. So me, like I'm do plays like short-term plays to make some money, but I'm looking towards the next 3-5 years. Then I'm looking towards the next 10 years. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to teach people to do is you can't, I know you might be living, some people not, don't have the means to put a bunch in, but okay, that's good. That's why they call it dollar cost average. You dollar cost average in like every month. You know, that's what the big players do. I'm following what the rich people do. The rich people they just putting it in every dip, putting it in. Every dip, putting it in. You know what I mean? Like you never buying the green, you always buying the red.
That's how I bought all my Apple stock.
Yeah.
As soon as that shit go down,
yeah, boom.
buy some more.
Because
I know Apple ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, with those tech stocks and fintech and all that, like Apple, Google, Tesla, them ain't going nowhere. Them like that's like a 401k plays for real.
One of the homies put me on Axum, which is, if you ever see police body cam footage, it's the company who makes the police body cams and shit, and it says Axum.
Mm-hmm.
Since a year, they done jumped up, I don't know, I probably done got like $40-$50 per stock, you know what I'm saying, per over those. And because of this push that we got with all this social justice, body cams, everybody get more body cams. You need more body cams.
So now that stock going up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me try to look, all right, what's going to happen in it?
So you thought about the future, and now you
and this shit that I would relatively know about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the company I work for, I've been there a year, a little bit over a year, 13 months now. They stock, they went up 125% in 1 year. And they have a particular goal for a dollar amount for their per stock. I'm like, well, shit, I work at this place. I'm on all these meetings. I know exactly what's going on with the business. Like, I'll be stupid not to invest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and yeah, that's what anybody could do, but we don't want to take the time to sit and do the research. You know what I'm saying? I swear, I research probably 12 to 14 hours a day. That's all, because I'm on my phone. I got headaches all the time, screen time. You know what I mean? Sometimes my wife has to tell me, put the phone down or get from in front of the computer. You know what I mean? But I'm always researching. I got like notebooks full of stuff. Like I'm writing notes. I'm always doing. That's why it'd be hard for me to manage other stuff right now, because I'm so deep into this. Because in order for me to help somebody, I got to learn and I got to know. Like it's still so much for me to learn and so much for me to find out in order to regurgitate things to other people. Yeah. You know, so they can understand it in a sense to where it's like you got to explain something to a child, because
7th grader. Yeah,
because a lot, especially crypto, man. Like some of these terms, because it's like really, it was like when it first came out, it was like just dweebs and nerds and gamers. You know what I mean? Like that was all that was messing with.
Market.
In the black market, yeah.
We thought, well, the back in the day,
yeah, Silk Road. They call it one of them Silk Road. Yeah,
that if it was done with crypto, it was untraceable.
No, it's not. No.
I mean, that's what it was. That was the idea. Yeah. And it was like, yo, niggas be buying missiles and arms and shit on there. But now you be like, yo, every single thing you've ever done on Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's where, a
lot of people went to prison, though, because they thought it was.
Yeah. It's not called crypto because it's anonymous. It's called crypto because of cryptography technology. You know what I mean?
A lot of people.
Why do niggas think anything on the internet is anonymous?
Yo, a lot of niggas went down.
Oh yeah,
it got out. They're like, yo, this shit ain't secret.
Oh yeah, because Bitcoin uses a technology, a type of cryptography called SHA 260 or something like that, or 250. It's like a type of. That's the way the blocks, like the blockchain, is the technology that verifies different transactions. Every transaction on a blockchain that has ever happened you can trace it to where it originally came from. That's why it's not anonymous, it's pseudonymous. You know what I mean?
Like it may be like the bank don't know how much crypto I got, like the average person, but the network know.
Oh yeah. If they want to really know, like especially if you're on Coinbase or any of these United States platforms where you got to put your ID and all that in, they know how much you get, like tax purposes and all that. Oh yeah, they gonna come for you. Because they know. You know what I mean? They know.
Well, damn, what was I about to say about this crypto shit? It was, a part of this shit scared me on some iRobot shit, dog. Everything is tracked. once we go through full digital, I can't do no hand to hand because we going to this 1984. If y'all know.
Oh yeah, George Orwell.
Yeah, and crypto, because it's the future, is what's gonna push us there.
Yeah.
Everything is digital. All of our vehicles drive by themselves. Remember iRobot, when they want to take a nigga to the police, the car just drove him to the police station.
Yeah.
Like, we getting there.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of scary because like
yeah,
we be worried about data mining and people, selling us things. 'Cause your data is important, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now when there's a system that knows every single thing that you've ever purchased at the exact time, oh nigga, I know who you are.
I mean, they know already. It just ain't as obvious that they know yet. Like we go on the internet, we got like they listening now, like phones, like anything
Nigga,
could
your
be
Amazon account.
Yeah, Amazon account, like
No,
Facebook was the worst. Like he was selling all his stuff. Like he changed his whole brand. Now he really about to be having people
Wait till you get to the metaverse.
Yeah. And that's really like where it's going. Web 3.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
We are literally creating the Matrix.
Yeah. The Matrix, I'm telling you, it's coming to fruition for real, man. Like them brothers who created the Matrix, man, they was some forward thinkers. They knew what was coming, and they made a movie about it. It's coming, but I mean,
some people argue that we are currently inside of a simulation.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope not too. But like it's some like. If you go through the YouTube rabbit hole, like there are some very long and deep discussions about like, we literally could be in a simulation right now. Now, I don't think that because I think that everything that I'm thinking, like this is just me.
Free thing, yeah.
But like once the graphics and whatever it get like so great, we gonna come to a point where like, well, if this shit look too real, well, who the fuck, what is real?
Mm-hmm.
Like what is real? Because is it touch? Is it the hear, see, smell, touch, taste?
Yeah.
Because if I can do that digitally and connect with your brain, like what is real? Hopefully this ain't no simple. Would you be okay with this being a simulation? Does that kind of mean like our consequence? Like what happens is when the game is over? Do I hit reset? Do I play again? Or like I don't got
You out of lives.
You know what I'm saying?
Game over.
Yeah,
right?
you out of lives.
What if he's not? Maybe that's what reincarnation is, if that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we just don't know what's going on.
You went somewhere I wasn't ready for this conversation.
The metaverse, though, man, the metaverse going to throw a lot of things off. It's the future, though, too. Like the metaverse, all of it is intertwined. Like
NFT
is all, yeah.
I want niggas to be real about NFTs because they are NFTs that we are familiar with. If you go, you play live, you know what I'm saying? Or you play Call of Duty or some shit. When you go buy an outfit in Call of Duty, like that shit don't exist. You gave real money for a digital product, it's a non-fungible token. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I get it. Makes sense. Now, what niggas are trying to sell you on, I think it's some bullshit. And it's some way like, I'm about to create this digital piece of art and sell that shit for $400,000 because NFT is the future. Nigga, you just trying to make a lot of money for something that don't have no value.
So when somebody tell you that, it's not, I don't know what they trying to do. NFTs are the future.
Facts.
Your art, not the future though.
Facts.
It's a difference though. The technology is the future, not your specific thing that you selling.
Now they like, well, look, so now they're going to get the creatives in it. So if you create a piece of art, you sell this painting today for $5,000, 20 years from now, it may be worth $20,000. You don't get anything of that. But with this NFT, you would get, like, I don't think you should. Once you sell something, it's not yours anymore. You're not entitled to.
So hold on. You more or less receive royalties?
You can. It's the way you write the code. You can write a code within a smart contract. It's a whole technology behind it. Like, NFTs and crypto are two different things.
Yes.
Right,
They're both on the blockchain though, because the blockchain is a technology that proves ownership and authenticity. So that's what the technology is. The blockchain been out since 1991. People don't know that. But the dude who created, or the people who created Bitcoin, just used that technology in order to create Bitcoin, and then they use SHA 250, the cryptography, the algorithm, and bought it together, and then that's how everything is verified and authenticated on the blockchain, because the blockchain is darn near irreversible and is open for anybody to see.
Now the NFTs being the future, I don't think that's cap. Like I think it's really good, and I think it could be good for artists because when I create the digital contract, I don't have to worry about you honoring the contract. It'll be digital. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I write in, like every time someone sells this picture, the original owner get 15% of the kickback. If you sign the contract, or you know what I'm saying, that's what it is.
But an NFT is not just a JPEG or a picture.
Yeah,
it could be anything to prove ownership. Like an NFT is not actually on the internet. Like NFT is the proving that you own that specific. But anybody can download the JPEG on the internet. The NFT is just proving that who owns it on the blockchain. You know what I mean? I
think you said something to the effect like, you know, you can't just sell your art for $400,000. The NFT got to be worth something to, you know, the masses.
Yeah, that's what.
In order for it to, because if you own 100% of nothing, I mean,
exactly.
it's just worthless.
Like, like that's where people getting it confused. They confusing the actual technology with the specific pieces that are NFTs. Like the technology, yes, is the future. NFTs as a technology, not your NFT that you created.
Anything that you would purchase. So y'all remember when PlayStation had that PlayStation Home where you used to go in there and walk around and shit like that? You had to make your person.
Yeah.
Anything you bought in there was an NFT.
Mm-hmm.
Like it don't exist physically anywhere. Now you can still get physical stuff for NFTs or whatever. But like this whole little wave that came through and it was like, yo, I made this. I made this. Like, fam, don't push people into the market with that premise because it confuses people. Like, your shit ain't worth. Like, why would I buy this shit for $400,000?
And NFTs, I mean, the picture NFTs are they're just based off popularity. Like they got things called Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's just a bunch of apes on with bow hats, and they're just popular. That's why they cost so much. Like if we took a picture of these headphones and tried to sell it, and nobody wanted it, it's worth zero. Like you're not gonna sell it. It's just with anything. Like Jordans, like they're popular because they cost a lot because they're popular. If a shoe is not popular, it's not gonna cost a lot, and it's scarce.
Supply and demand.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah, and like with this whole NFT space, it's like with digital work. Like, I don't care if you own it because I got the album now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but I own it. But it's also on my phone.
So that's another thing. Like a lot of it right now, the way it's being used, is more of bragging rights.
Facts. As
opposed to like cold hard, like this is what I own and this is how much it's going to be worth. It's like I own this and I paid $100,000 for it because it's popular. Like tomorrow it could go to zero. Like all these NFTs that's cost millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars can go to zero tomorrow if nobody want it no more. If the demand go away, then it's worthless. Like don't people getting NFTs confused, man.
Like if I threw out all evil actors and everything is all good, like this NFT and this blockchain shit can be really, really dope and really, really important because now you can't steal my content.
Mm-hmm.
Like I created this joke. I put it on the internet. It's on a blockchain 5 years before you did. So when it comes to me going to law or going to court, like I can prove, like here it go, it's on there.
Yeah. So
like, no, this is mine. This is my song. I created this beat loop, this pattern. You can't hide from it. It's
there forever.
It's there. My fear, because tinfoil hat tighten, nigga. Whoever, I know no one owns the blockchain and no one can hack the blockchain, but when something I know happened and they take it off, like nigga, you don't even exist no more, my nigga. I erase your fucking existence.
So the blockchain is also a technology. It's different blockchains. Like Ethereum has its own blockchain. Like Bitcoin is on its own blockchain. Blockchain is just the overall technology that they use. You know what I mean? So when people say the blockchain, it's not one blockchain. It's nothing that's bridging them together yet. It's still new. You know what I mean? People still trying to figure out how to use it and how to get the most benefit from it. But like you were saying, it's always a what if factor. Especially when you're dealing with computers and stuff, like I was arguing with somebody. They're like, you got all this crypto, but what happened if the internet go down? Or what happened to, I'm like, shoot, in the world then. It's going to be uproar. Like, the internet go away? Come on, man.
Then you're going to be trading shit that really matter, like tissue.
Yeah.
You be trading bullets and guns.
Exactly.
Because guess what? If we in some end of the world type shit, I don't give a fuck about no gold. Fuck I'm going to do with gold.
Exactly.
Who I'm supposed to impress when it's the end of the world? You know what I'm saying?
You got gas.
You know what I'm saying? You got tissue? You got toothbrush? You got toothpaste?
We can make anything, you know what I mean, valuable. If me and you and him agree on this notebook being $1 million, and I tell you it's $1 million, like the network, you know, it just depends on what we don't have somebody telling us this costs $1 million and I buy it.
Yeah,
it's decentralized. Like nobody's telling us. We're determining the prices of it.
So when somebody looking to get into some crypto shit, what are some safe places or apps they can use? You think that their stuff would be relatively safe?
I mean, Coinbase. You know what I mean? Coinbase. I wouldn't recommend Robinhood because in crypto, you're supposed to have a wallet. This is where where your crypto is supposed to be stored. Robinhood, you don't really own crypto. They don't have a wallet yet. You're supposed to come out with one.
I'm on the waiting list. I'm 340 something thousand down on the waiting list.
Yeah. So when Robinhood come out, then you can I guess Robinhood too. Because if you got $100,000 in Bitcoin on Robinhood, you can't take that Bitcoin off Robinhood and put it on Coinbase, or you can't take it and put it on a cold wallet and take it wherever you want to in the world. Robinhood got it, and they just basically writing you something like, okay, you bought 100,000. You don't own the Bitcoin. Coinbase, you get a Coinbase wallet, you get all this other stuff. You actually own the crypto that you buy in your wallet.
I've been looking through the rabbit hole of the difference between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro.
Oh yeah,
and a bunch of fees and some shit like that. And then the Coinbase wallet, I'm like, all right, this should be a lot.
Oh man, it's a whole lot. Like it's a whole lot. So Coinbase and Coinbase Pro they the same. Coinbase Pro just got it's more advanced. Like for more advanced people, you know what I mean. Coinbase wallet is the wallet of Coinbase where you can send your stuff from Coinbase to the wallet, and then you have your wallet because they got different wallets. They got MetaMask wallet, Coinbase wallet, just a bunch of different wallets that you can store your crypto in and do what you like with it, as opposed to not owning it.
Man, it is a scary world when everything digital though, man. That shit's scary. It's the future.
You just don't really know who to trust with it.
Like I mean, there's not a way around it unless you don't be on some Sarah Connor.
Yeah. I'm saying you saying you don't know who to trust with it, but you got money in the bank, right?
You right?
It's digital. I mean, it's all digital. You go to an ATM. If you got money in the bank and the internet go away, or Wi-Fi or something, you can't get money out the bank.
Ain't got no money.
Yeah, you can't go to the ATM machine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's basically the same, kind of like the same concept, but you can actually, once you take your money out, you can actually touch it. It's tangible. Yeah. You know what I mean. Well, crypto, it's not. It's just all digital. You know what I mean.
I mean, we seen that shit happen on September 11th. You know what I'm saying? Gas went crazy. ATMs wouldn't work, and like, what you got? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully,
it's a scary thing. But the good thing that crypto and just brought to me was like I keep going back to is the education. You know what I mean? And another reason why I keep going up so much is because it's against the dollar, because the dollar is the reserve currency of the world. That's why everything is based against the dollar. So silver against the dollar, gold against the dollar. It's all based against the dollar. So if you like gold, you have to say it in dollar terms. So Bitcoin keeps going up because the dollar value keeps going down. So as long as they keep printing more money and putting all this more money into the dollar market, all assets are gonna just keep going up. That's why I be telling people, like, I mean, you gotta have money. Like, you gotta live. You got to pay bills. You got to buy stuff. You got to have money. But once you start, getting excess money or because we just be spending frivolous dollars.
That's a fact.
Frivolous dollars. Like I went to Coney Island the other day. I bought 2 chili cheese fries and a hamburger. It was like $23, bro.
Like when you go, like I tell you, the inflation in real life is you go to fucking Captain J's, get you a 10-piece, whatever, it'd be like $17.
Oh, the Dollar Tree about to be a $1.25 tree.
It's
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, so, I mean that tells you everything right there, bro. Like if when the
I
Dollar
don't
Tree,
like that shit. They going against the grain.
yeah, like the Dollar Tree, man.
That's like when you go to fucking Mexico or some shit, but like how much is drink? 25,000 pesos?
Yeah.
25,000? How the fuck I'm supposed to do this math? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
but-
how come it ain't $5?
Yeah.
Because the inflation been so out, like everything
Yeah.
costs so much money.
But just think though, like if you don't know nothing about inflation, just think of chips. Back in the day, when you can get them chips, you can get a big bag, 25 cents. Then it went to like 50 cents. Then it was like $1. Then it was $1.49 for the same bag, less chips. Like this is just all inflation. And now with them printing all this money within these past 18 months, 2 years, they put like 30% of the total supply of money that's ever been created. They printed it in 2 years. So that's why that was another reason why I was all in on assets. You know what I mean? We got cash on the side, but for the most part, my whole net worth is in crypto. Like, I mean, I got some real estate too, but and some stocks here and there. But for the most part, probably like 95% of my whole life's wealth is in crypto.
So this may be a hard question to answer. Like, how would you? What is a crypto that people should focus on? I know we were kind of talking offline about. Well, I say all the cryptos that I found out and I end up putting like some money into. I found off Coinbase because they give you these little quizzes. You answer all these questions. They teach you about it. You answer some questions, and they're like, "Here, you get
X amount
$9 worth
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this or this." So I got built a bunch of shit up in my officially like in my Coinbase wallet. The reason they had money in it because I just took everything they had free, and that shit just kept growing and growing. I'm like, yo, shit. One day it was in here, it's $45 in there, and I was at $102, and
Yeah.
I didn't put no actual money in here.
You didn't touch
and it's
it, yeah.
just and it's just these $1 and $2 things that they gave me. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna fuck with this one because now I look back like, yo, shit. In the last month, the last 3 months, last year, I might fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then to a certain extent, I know kind of what it do. You know, this, we exchange this in the background. So, this talk to this or whatever. Would you suggest people look into it like that, or like how would you suggest somebody to? If you, I don't know, they
Like
don't know.
you mean like just somebody just coming a newbie
Novice,
just coming in?
Yep.
Well, Bitcoin, I mean, even though it's projected to go to like $100,000s of dollars, even $1 million or whatnot, it's gonna give you the least return on your money because it's already so high. You're not gonna get like 100x's from here, no. You know what I mean? Always have a bag of Bitcoin on, just because you know what I mean. It's some Bitcoin. It's not going nowhere. All these other ones is past its 10 years. Usually, if something is around longer than 10 years, it's here to stay. You know what I mean? That's any business model. If you can last 10 years, you're here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be less likely for you to go away. It's just really like if you can go on. It's a website called CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. They give you a list of every cryptocurrency. The prices, the daily changes, the percentages, what they do, their white paper. Like cryptos have white papers where you read it and they tell you what it's supposed to do. I would stick within the top 10. You know what I mean? The top 10 cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Binance, Coin, Dogecoin up there, but they starting to make, I guess, utility into Dogecoin. It was like a meme coin at first, but
I got some Doge and I can't sell it because if I sell it, then I'm losing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep it until it go back to the moon.
Yeah. Like that's what you're really supposed to do. Like crypto's so volatile, man. Like it's that's why some people can't stomach it. It's a real volatile
I look at
market
it every day though.
Oh yeah. Like at first, like I'm gonna tell you this. When I really delved deep in it, it was like the end of 2020. I took I was getting STEMI money. You know that STEMI money. It was free money. I might just put it all in the market. I had saved, just put it all in the market. We was going parabolic. We was going nuts. My portfolio was going crazy. April came, May came. 50% drop. I'm like sweating. Like I'm I'm like, oh man, because I done had all this money and now it's gone. But it's unrealized profits or losses. So once this happened, because between that time I was just checking it all day, every day. You know what I mean? Now I learn like drops and stuff. I'll be like, because I ain't trading it like that.
Sale.
It's on sale. Like I always try to keep a 10 bag, like 10% of some money on the sideline in order to buy the dips, because that's really the name of the game. That's how you make your money is buying them dips. You know what I mean? In crypto, that's why you can make a lot of money, because it's so volatile. In the stock market, it's like, oh my God, the S&P 500 is down 2%. Like crypto 2%. I'm like, well, like we dropped 20, 30%. I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? Because in the long macro sense, I know it's gonna go up. Like I know Bitcoin's gonna go up. I know Ethereum's gonna go up. I know the top one's gonna go up.
Ethereum got a whole bunch of shit that they do based off Ethereum, so I know that's gonna be.
Oh yeah. Ethereum it's a platform where other dApps, which are decentralized applications, can build on. So it's like the internet, where you can how you got websites on the internet.
Yeah,
it's like that. It's like a platform to where you can build applications
ain't like
on
NFTs
top.
built on Ethereum.
It could be, yeah. Some of them are built on Ethereum. They got to be built on layer ones. So some of them are built on Ethereum. Some of them are built on like Cardano, Solana. You know what I mean? Like things like that. These are layer ones where you can build on top of. You can't build on top of Bitcoin. They're trying to make it like that, but like it takes so much in order to do it. Like if you didn't do it from the start, because it's so much. Everybody who's on the network would have to, be in consensus and do all this and learn. But and I mean not learn, but be in consensus and put new actions into these different currencies and stuff like that. So Bitcoin really not a currency like that no more. It's just like a store of value. Like people don't know what's the difference between a coin and a token. Like people don't even know like Bitcoin, like Shiba Inu, that's not a coin, it's a token. You know what I mean? Like Dogecoin, I don't think Dogecoin is a coin. Might be I don't even know why they call it Dogecoin. Tokens are built on something like Ethereum is a coin. It's confusing. Ethereum is a coin because it's built upon itself. The coin is on its own blockchain. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So if I take another coin and put it on Ethereum's blockchain, it's a token. You know what I mean? I'm using the Ethereum network in order for my coin to do what it's supposed to do. So now it's really a token.
Is I'm using somebody else, and now I'm
renting their let's just call it.
The token gives you access to their network to do business.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, like crypto is so much.
They franchising and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so much to take in and stuff. And if people think it's a get rich quick scheme, whereas it's really not. You can get rich quicker than the average, asset. Or
but you're gonna have to put in the work.
You got to put in the work. You got to put in, or you can get lucky. You can get lucky. Like let's not get it twisted. Like there's people who was buying Shiba Inu last year by mistake. You know what I mean? And forgot about it or something, and then it's up 10,000%, and now they rich. You know what I mean? But without
technically rich, cash out, or you're not rich.
Yeah, well, you got to cash out. Yeah.
I mean, you take your profits and go buy something else.
Exactly. That's what I do. It's all like investing is all really, if you're not trying to hold in the long term or even short long term, I just rinse and repeat. Like I'll take something like all the profits from these, like the top 10 coins is what I got into at first. I took profits from them, put them into other coins. When they get to a certain point, I take profits from them, put them into other coins, and just rinse, repeat, buy low, sell high. I know people's tired of hearing that, but that's really it. That's really with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to make a profit, you buy it low and sell it high. So
yeah. So in real life, you just gotta spend some time. Like I spent some time on the Coinbase app, not just with those little 3 things, whatever. They'll ask you like 3 questions, but then I'm like, okay, now I know this is a thing. Let me type Av into YouTube and find some information out. I'm like, all right, this shit sound like
Ave?
Yeah. Like, oh, this shit sound like something that may be around in a year or so.
Oh yeah.
So let me drop a couple dollars in here.
So I'll give you a trick. So if you go on, wherever you look at the market cap of that coin. Market cap mean how much money is into that, it's going into it. If the market cap is over $1 billion, it's probably going to be here for a while. You know what I mean? Them low cap coins or them low cap tokens that's like in a couple millions or even low 100 millions, those might not make it. You know what I mean? You got to get them ones with high market cap. And another thing is when people are buying coins or tokens, they look at see how many zeros is in front of it and they buy the ones with the most zeros in the front. You know what I mean? Like, but that's really not like you got to.
They want to figure like because this one is because it's less than a penny. I'll throw $100 in here,
and I'll have like 2 billion coins. Like it don't work like that. You got to look at market cap. Market cap is the thing. Like Bitcoin's total market cap is almost it's $1 trillion. So people was thinking like Shiba Inu going to $1. I'm like, if it's going to $1, that means it's gonna have a bigger market cap than Bitcoin. It's gonna have like a $100 trillion market cap. Like,
so
come on,
can we tap out? So with these, because Bitcoin is a finite resource, so we can buy up all the Bitcoin. There's no more to be bought. And if you do that, there's now the cost of Bitcoin just go up, or it was like, nope, how does that work?
So now you got to go back to the technology. Like Bitcoin is when people like mine Bitcoin, so they have their GPUs or their ASIC miners and they're mining Bitcoin. That's how they more Bitcoins are released into the network. It's like a reward. So let's say you send him some money. So in order to create a new block, that's where the crypto part comes in. So this cryptography is what am I trying to say? It's real intricate. You know what I'm saying?
It's like with all those computers.
So, here you go. So all the computers, they're trying to solve a puzzle. Let's say I'll give you an example. So if you got 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 is 10. You got the input is 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. The output is 10. So the computer is trying to solve what the input is. So if you take the input away, you know what the output is 10. But how many ways is it to get to 10? How many inputs that you can do in order to get to the number 10? Like adding these numbers up, multiplying them, subtracting them. So that's what the computers are doing. The computers who mine it are trying to solve this riddle. Well, not a riddle. They're trying to solve this cryptography to get to the input. Whichever computer gets it first is rewarded the Bitcoin, and they create the new block. So it's complicated.
Yeah,
like
so like with the mining shit, is essentially all these transactions are being helped along by this giant network of individual computers who are doing the work in the background.
So, exactly.
And
that's why
it does it. You get the reward. You get the
exactly.
coin, so.
Exactly. That's the whole network. That's the ones who verify. The miners actually verify the transactions. Their computers verifying the transactions, and then whoever solves what input got to this output, they get the Bitcoin, and that's how the Bitcoin is created. So every 4 years, it's real complicated. Every 4 years, it's called a halving event, where more Bitcoin can be released into the network. So once the certain amount of Bitcoin is released into the network for this halving, then you gotta wait another.
Every 4 years?
Yep. It's really like every 250,000.
So damn, that's kind of like you said like every 4 years is typically like a dip too.
So yeah, exactly. So if you look at 2008, was it 2009? 2009, we got a spike up because it's usually it peaks a year after the halving event. So the halving event last time was in 2020. So now we're peaking, you know what I mean, in 2021. The last one was 2017. The one before that was 2013. And then the one before that, 2009.
So I'm about to sit on this shit for a good 4 years.
See, the thing about it is if you got Bitcoin or whatnot, it's going to get to a point where you don't have to sell it. Like rich people don't sell their assets, they borrow against it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's what, I don't know if this was on the mic or off the mic, Charlie was talking about like, yo, all I got to do is show a bank that I got this amount of Bitcoin and they already know. I'll just borrow against it. I'm never selling my Bitcoin.
Well, yeah. Well, you can borrow $1 million from Coinbase right now and put your Bitcoin up as collateral if you got it. You know, up to $1 million. You can all these different platforms to where you can buy and sell crypto. They got lending things too, so where you can just put your crypto up for collateral, and then you can borrow against that. It's real interesting.
That don't sound like a bad deal.
Yeah, like even in capital gains taxes, I'm gonna hit you with this though. Once you sell, you're supposed to, you know what I mean, pay them capital gains taxes. So if you don't never sell, if you just borrowing, that's what real estate people do. They just they just take the equity out of stuff and go buy more, and then the money that they borrowed, you pay no taxes on that. You don't pay taxes on borrowed money. You know what I mean? It's when you do the act of selling is when them capital gains come in.
Man, when you think about taxes, dog, this shit is the biggest scam. It's the biggest scam in the fucking world. I'll tell you why. So I work for a company. We work for Shop Talk, and we make microphones. So all the materials that I buy to make the microphone, I get taxed on, right? Then I make it. I got to pay my employees to actually make it, and I pay taxes on my employees pay taxes. I get taxed as a business at the end of the year. And then when I sell the product, that shit get taxed again. Sales tax, whatever. And then when you buy that shit, you record that shit on your, like every product in the country has been taxed 7 to 10 times. The exact same shit. Like this is the biggest scam, like the gut. Nigga, you gonna make something, I'm gonna eat off this product. They got an NFT.
Yeah, man. The taxes is crazy though. But if you
and every time that bitch gets sold, that bitch go to a secondhand shop and you buy that at a thrift store. Oh, we're gonna pay some sales tax on that one. This same product been getting taxed for 20 years.
I ain't too familiar with this concept, but I watch a lot of Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad dude. He don't pay no taxes. Like Donald Trump and them don't pay no taxes. Why? Because they use debt. Debt is never taxed. Like you can get tax breaks with debt. So they got all this money, but they always borrowing. They using other people's money.
That's why Amazon don't pay taxes.
Exactly.
Because Amazon don't make money off the shit they sell on Amazon. Amazon Web Services is where they make their fucking money at. But I can cut all my fucking losses. Yes, I'm able to get this shit to your door in 5 hours because I can pay my people whatever. I don't need to make a profit. Matter of fact, I need the loss to offset all the money I make over here, so I don't never have to pay tax. I just keep that's a balance in that.
Oh man, every year I'm trying to start like at least 2 or 3 LLCs, because at the end of the year I'm gonna be like, oh here I got a list. I paid this much. I paid that much for this. I paid this much for that, and they just checking it off. Write-offs.
I sold this computer equipment from this company, and I sold it to this company. So this was an L on this company. So
yeah. Like we just like at the end of the day, man, we
don't
just
gotta
be
mad at them. You should find out what they're doing because it's 100% legal.
That's the turn I took, and then I see all these people talking about tax the rich and do this and do that. Like, all right, but what if me and you we got rich, and now they're talking about tax the rich?
Rich pay 85% of taxes in the country.
Yeah,
like a fact. You don't pay as much taxes as you think. The rich pay 85 or more % of taxes in the country. Like it's not a thing.
It's like they're penalizing you for being successful. If you want, well, not
They
successful because success is not. They're penalizing you for being profitable or.
I'm one of the type of niggas that I don't believe that insert person who has I got a building and I got 450 employees and all these 450 employees are taxed out of their check. I don't think I should be taxed. I just gave you 450 new customers to tax. Why the fuck should I be taxed as a business owner when I just gave 450 more people to be taxed by the government? I don't think I should have to pay tax. So if I'm Bezos and I got 1 million workers so that means the government is taxing 1 million people. Why the fuck should I pay taxes? I just gave you 1 million niggas for money to take from. I don't think that should be the case.
Yeah,
I know that's not how people see it.
No, it's a bunch of ways to get tax breaks, and and buy cars under LLCs and all. We just don't like financial education, bro. We don't know nothing. Like that's what I be trying to preach to people is financial education. And we got phones, bro. Like you got a phone, you can learn anything. You can learn anything. Everything I learned and I'm doing or that I have done, I learned on my own. You know what I mean? YouTube, like I said, YouTube, Google, Twitter, all that. Like what's the word? I'm an autodidact. You know, autodidact. Yeah, like I'm self-taught. Like you got to be kind of motivated to do it. Take a little something or spark, you know, sometime to get you to do it and get you up off your loins and doing it. But
it just takes some resilience. Every time that you start reading something or trying to get deep and you feel like, man, I want to turn this shit off and go do something else, just stick with it an extra 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Right? So the urge for you to turn that shit off, wait 5 minutes. And then the next time, now wait 10 minutes. And
you're training your brain.
You're training yourself to go a little bit longer each time. So now, oh shit, I've been down there. I'm on this motherfucking computer for 3 hours. Who the fuck think I can focus on a task for 3 hours in a row or whatever. But like, it does take a little bit of the discipline. Easier said than done.
Yeah. See me, like it's hard for me to do stuff I don't want to do or I don't like. So that's why I like when I found out finances and stuff and crypto and stocks and all that. I don't know why I liked it. But I like money, and I like, you know, I'm thinking towards the future too, like generational wealth and all type of stuff like that. So it's bigger than me. That's my motivation. It might not be somebody else's motivation, but my motivation is bigger than me.
That's forward thinking about your family.
Yeah, it's bigger than me. So I got to figure out a way to not start from scratch, to not have my kids start from scratch. Because we all started from scratch. Our parents is cold. They did all they could. They ain't know. But they didn't know. You know what I mean? So now we got the internet, we got everything, we got all the resources. It's no excuses, bro.
You just started a YouTube page, man. I've been checking the video out. You editing that shit yourself?
Yeah, yep. So man. So I just wanted to come to bring some YouTube, another outlet. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the page?
It's called Crypto Funds. Yep. So it's just another outlet to try to get it out. Like it's just with anything, it's just got to build it up. Y'all know, you know what I mean? Just build it up.
Take time.
Yeah, and just hopefully that the information that I'm bringing and me being real about stuff and not trying to sell people stuff will catch on and not catching on in order for me to make money, but catching on in order for people to learn something. Because I don't
tapping in.
Like so for me, my biggest thing is me understanding something. But telling somebody about, you know, this is what I'm trying to explain it better or like bring it out in words that's understandable.
Yeah,
that's the hardest thing, especially because I don't come from a computer background, come from a finance background. I'm from the hood, bro. Like I know I could tell you about Jordans and I can give you and stuff like that, and you gonna understand everything I'm saying because we speak. You know, that's how we was. It's a common language. But now I'm talking about finances, and I'm talking about crypto and cryptography and stocks and bonds and all this other stuff, and people like what? Because I remember I used to look at charts and stuff like this. Look like Japanese to me, dog. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like now I'm trying to figure out a way to bring it to people in the most simplistic way for them to understand it and for them to kind of start liking it and implement it in their life. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Well, I think you're off to a good start. I've been tapping into the YouTube and just been paying a lot more attention into the crypto and to the stocks. I'm more in stock than I am in crypto, but I'm still clearly stocks ain't going nowhere. But I need to get, further, into the crypto. So,
but with the stocks though, like you already ahead of most people because that's you already 50-60% of what it is to invest and buy and sell and stuff like that.
Do some shit that you know about.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff that you like. Like if you go in the stock market, do stuff that you like. What
you think not going away?
Exactly.
Do you think Walmart is going away anytime soon? You should probably buy some stock in Walmart.
Yeah. But
especially around Black Friday.
Yeah, but back to the point that we was talking about earlier is people want $1 million tomorrow, and they you know what I mean. They're rather
people in hell want ice water. It don't work like that.
It don't work.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that. You gotta. It take time. Investing take time. Sometimes you might get lucky, but for the most part, investing take time, and more importantly, it take education. Just like with anything you're doing, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, because that $1 million lick is few and far between.
Oh yeah, well,
few and far between.
Fred, man, where can people find you at, man?
Shoot, I'm on Instagram, man. King Crypto Funds is my investment page. My personal page is FD White Wealth. I'm on Twitter at King Crypto Funds, and then YouTube Crypto Funds. And shoot, catch me in the street, bro. I'll give you my numbers. Hit me up. Like, that's why I got 2 phones. Like, I got a phone just for people who want to call, or
I got 2 phones,
or just, you know what I mean. Just, I'm an open book right now, so hopefully it stay that way. Because sometimes I just be like, all right, that's enough. But right now I'm an open book, and I've been having people like really tapping in, and they'd be like, how much you charge in order to? And I'm like, dang, like that's the first thing they think of is how much you charge. Cause we so like all these
skeptical.
Cause all these
everybody taxing.
Cause everybody taxing. I'm like, what you mean charge, bro? Like, what you want to know? Like, I'm like, if I can't tell you, if I don't feel like talking about it, I just send you 3 links, and then you know what I mean? You good? Like, but I think that John whack. I think charging. If I'm like for my time, that's different. Like if I'm going to speak somewhere, and I like somebody paying you to speak or something, that's different. But if I'm charging you $2,000-$3,000 to get my signals or something like that, like I don't know.
You better have some hell of a
I gotta be rich. I better be rich real soon, bro. Like why? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever be doing nothing like that.
That's why I was just so frustrated with the Forex people who trying to get me on their team and shit. I'm like, so when you trying to bring me over because you in a good group, and I'm let me guess. If you bring me over, you make some sort of money off me. But it's like, that means you not even making decisions. You talking about how much money you still following somebody else.
So
you trying to bring me in to follow somebody else.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, I forgot to even say that they're not even like bringing somebody in. That's not even attached to the Forex market. Now it's just a pyramid scheme.
Facts. So
you're not even talking like, okay, if you bring him in my group, you get $100. Like we're not even talking about Forex. We're talking about a whole different side hustle. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
No matter how you draw it, that shit look like a pyramid, dog.
Yeah, they just attach that Forex to it, and not Forex in the black community. Because in the black community, that's because we already skeptical, about new things that we don't know about. Which is good at some point, and sometimes it's not good, but. Once it came on the scene, probably like 2 years ago or 3 years, I don't want to win. All I know is people was asking me to get in their groups and doing this. I'm like, bro, I know how to do it already. Why do I need to be in your group? And I'm probably better than you at it. You know what I mean? And why do I? Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a pretty simple concept.
It is.
Like,
it is.
All right, I bought some fucking yen, and tomorrow that went up 0.5%. I made me some dollars off of it. All right,
cool. Simple as that.
Like, what else? Unless I don't know, like what else are you about to teach me other than buy low, sell high? Are you about
they teach you the what to look for, the technicals. They might, or they just won't. They'll just do it and then tell you what to do. That's basically what they're doing. But like all that stuff is free on the internet. Learning how to read charts, learning different patterns, candlesticks, and all this. It's all free on the internet. That's how I learned. But I was just devoted every day to doing it. You know what I mean? Because I had a vision of how I want my life to be.
Is there any YouTube channels that you fuck with that you think people should look?
Like as far as which like specific stuff.
Anybody like, yo, this guy is.
There's some black dude, yeah, like stocks. It's a dude named Chris Sane. He from Grand Rapids, actually. He real cold. Like he show you his portfolio, show you all his moves for free. You know what I mean? It's a few dudes out there. I'm just gonna shout out the black ones though. But yeah, like Chris Sane. I can't think of them on the spot right now, but once you click on something and then a bunch of other things that's linked to it, be below it or on the side of it. So yeah, like just click on somebody like him and he'll put you together. So once I get to a point to where I got enough following to help a lot of more people out, then I should be up there too.
That's what's up,
It
man.
just take time.
Man, I've been getting spam texts like for weeks now, dog. Like, damn, who got my fucking? I mean, I done had this number for 20 years, man. But shit, all day, every day text.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably put it somewhere or somebody sold it to something.
About what? What the text about?
I just deleted. Yo, click on, like, one of them was a fake Home Depot. Like, yo, this is Black Friday. Click here for this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, they going to scam you.
fuck out of here, dog. I'm not clicking no link. First of all, I'm not clicking no link that you ever send me via text.
No.
Somebody sent me one like, you ever thought about being a writer? It said, Jason, ever thought about being a writer? Don't worry, we can help you out here. We'll just,
Oh, yeah. Nah.
when, like, get the fuck on, dog.
Yeah. Speaking of that, though, I'll leave you with this, though. Speaking of scamming and stuff, crypto is full of scams and full of people who trying to get your information. So if you do get on these platforms like a Coinbase or something, always turn on two-factor authentication, and don't use SMS. Use email or download Google Authenticator, and then they'll generate codes like every 10 seconds for you to put it in, because it's a lot of people lurking out there too. So that's one of the things.
Making fake cryptos to get rich and dip out.
Yeah, rug pulls. Yep. Because you can make a like we were talking about earlier. You can make some type of token and put it on Ethereum or something like that. Get it
this
listed.
world a crazy ass place, man.
Yeah, everything, even like the good things, is going to be taken advantage of. Is going to be scammed somehow. You just like education. That's all it's all it takes. Education. I could look at something, read something, look at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a scam, bro.
Immediately, I know it's
immediately. But that's just because I've done the due diligence and I'm educated about that specific subject, so I know what to look for and what not to look for.
Man, we appreciate you, man. Sparking the conversation, sparking the thought out, providing your information so people can watch the YouTube and reach out if they have questions. And like, man, it's just a market that we got to get into, because this is where we're being pushed. So don't be dragged. Walk.
Yeah. Technology don't wait for you. It forces you.
So do the research.
Yeah.
Make some choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just spend a couple minutes or 30 minutes a day. Something like we on Instagram, we on this phone a lot. So, hop on YouTube and insert crypto or whatever the name of the Bitcoin, whatever it is. Just
and not even crypto, just some form of investing or financial education. Like, crypto is just my forte. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna talk about financial stuff or assets, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is crypto, because that's what I know the most about.
I'd be so frustrated with people who live in this Metro Detroit area, because like all you niggas work for companies who got stock. Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Like, we live in the Motor City, my nigga. Buy that fucking stock.
Yeah.
Y'all talk shit about Dan Gilbert owning half of downtown. You probably need to invest in the company, because you clearly know he not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Y'all think he about to buy up more? Like, fam, invest in that shit. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Nike is probably not going nowhere. Apple's not going nowhere. Guess who else is not going nowhere? Google's not going nowhere.
And
Alphabet is the Alphabet and ExxonMobil, the 1, 2, and 3. They kind of interchange the most profitable companies in the world.
Yep.
They're not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Apple got some glasses coming out soon, so they're gonna have their own probably metaverse. They didn't, they fuck around with the cars for the last 8 years. They didn't mention that they like crypto. They might fuck around and have their own coin or a fucking token or some shit like them.
Yeah.
An Apple Crisp.
Yeah, the CEO of Apple just said he owned Bitcoin and Ethereum like 2 weeks ago. Like, you know what? If all else fails, follow the whales, dog. And a whale is somebody in a financial market who has money, and they can buy a bulk of it, and they got money to spend. Just the rich people. What are the rich people doing? I'm doing what the ultra wealthy are doing. If they're buying something, if they're in tune with something, I'm gonna look at it. I'm not just gonna ape into it, but I'm gonna do my research, and then I'm gonna go into it if I think it's something that's going. Because rich people don't look for tomorrow. That's what they look for the next 10, 20 years, bro.
S&P 500 ain't failed nobody in 50 years, 60 years.
Exactly. So it's really education, due diligence, man, and get uncomfortable. You got to get uncomfortable to learn a new anything. You know what I mean?
Dang. Who's your music pick?
Music pick of the week is also homie, friend of the show, Illuminati G just dropped a new album. Let me pull up the album real quick.
G will be here next week, actually, too.
But I knew it was coming close. What I learned so far is the name of the album. My music pick of the week is Kind of Music, off of what I learned so far about Illuminati G.
Speaking of music, though, I want to interrupt you. I want to give a shout out to Duke, man. He had surgery today.
Oh, word?
Yeah, brain surgery.
Oh, wow.
So that's the only reason I cut you off, because I wanted to get that in. I apologize, bro. But I wanted to send some prayers out to Duke.
Prayers up for the homie Duke Dollars, man. That's serious.
Hope everything, go well, and he'll be back out here soon. My bad.
For sure. Yo, shout out to Illuminati G, Kind of Music. Make sure you take a listen to what I learned thus far. I went to the listening for the project, and he got a really good project.
Yeah, solid music. Shout out to the whole Cloud Catchers collective. Look forward to having G in here soon so we can talk to him about the music.
I don't got a whose man's is this. I gave you niggas Thanksgiving reprieve. I'm gonna let you chill. Plus, we already kind of talked about over the last couple of weeks all the wild shit in our regular topics. So, it's no whose man's is this week.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away.
Yeah. I guess it's time for the benediction. Yo, I did the Apple 2021 replay playlist or whatever, to show you what you've been listening to. Why nobody knows was up there for like 6 hours, dog.
Because we use it. That's our song.
I'm like, shit, 6 hours?
Yo, Fred, as customary, whenever we have a guest, we let them go first, list all their socials again, let people know where they can find you and get in touch with you, learn more about crypto, really just follow your movement in the educational series.
Instagram, FD White Wealth, also King Crypto Funds, that's on Instagram. Twitter, same, King Crypto Funds. YouTube, Crypto Funds. Just keep your ears and eyes open. You'll see me eventually.
That's what's up. It's your man Dame, 3_313 on IG and Twitter. At me, talk to me. I do talk back. Look, when you see the blue and the black, you know where you at. We just blessed to see another podcast and another day. Shop Talk Podcast, baby.
Yo, shout out to Funds, Fred, one of my brothers, man. Dropping knowledge. I'm gonna be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I had to give you some pointers and some tips and shit like that. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully y'all had a nice turkey day.
Man, congratulations on a new child.
Oh, thank you, man. That's my dog, bro.
Hopefully y'all had a happy turkey day, happy Thanksgiving, happy family day, whatever or if you didn't, hope your Thursday was cool. Shout out to y'all rocking with us for 290 weeks in a row. When you see the blue and the black, you know where you at. Shop Talk Podcast Studio, book some time. I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dan.
Hell yeah.
Peace.